Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us on this beautiful Sunday. No matter where you are, it is beautiful because you've chosen it to be that way. I'm Reverend Trish Mackey, and I have the honor and the great pleasure of being your leader today for your meditation. So I invite you to sit in a comfortable position. Take things off your lap, put your feet flat on the floor, and just allow whatever you're sitting in, a chair, a car, whatever you're at, just to allow that to support you. In this moment, it's all about you. It's about you and the divine self that you are. As you take a breath out, and always listen to my directions. As you breathe out first, you allow, as you inhale, room for that new life, that new energy, that new focus to come from the universe that it wants to share with you. And so right here and right now, everything in the world is working for your highest good. It's there to support you in whatever direction you are choosing to go. Every day as we wake up in the morning, we are given the opportunity to be in a space that we have never been in before. For every day is a new opportunity to learn more about yourself, to learn more about the divine being that is contained in that vessel within you, that soul of you, that inner spot of you, that place that has never been touched by a mean word, a thought, an angry emotion, a disappointment, a place that knows no thing outside of unconditional love and acceptance. As we step into the flow of life, with each dawn and the hours in between before it turns to dusk, we choose to adjust our use of it, our ability to go with the flow that teaches us to trust and to listen, and to know that the guidance from the universe is always there. And as we choose, and it is our choice, to stay in the moment, we think about the ways in which we can do that. How does it feel to know that with our ability and with our choice, that we can be responsible enough, willing enough to allow what is in this moment, rather than looking behind to see what was. What could be, what could have been, what should have been, the what ifs. Moving forward can only be done by looking forward and by starting in the place that you currently are. In this moment of great power, as I release the words to the universe of what I am willing to achieve, to accept, to embrace, to start anew, to look at with excitement, and to look at with great joy that I have the ability and the day in which to demonstrate it, all that my life and my life's desires keep saying to me, I'm still here. I'm still waiting for you to know that you are worth everything that you could possibly draw into your life right now, and more. Many people feel that and use the words, our teaching is hard. To think about the fact that there is a greater power and presence that I am created out of and connected to in everything I do, in every thought I have, in every word I speak. The word is not hard, but perhaps a new perception of life, a new perception of yourself, a new acceptance of the power that you carry within you. For it is only our unwillingness to accept that we are powerful and that the decisions that we make are the right decisions and always are supported by the universe. The universe simply bears witness to your heart's desire your heart's desire, your soul's desire. The steps that can be used to move ourselves in the direction of our revealing the strengths and the ideas and the okay with being verbal and speaking out and rising above and staying true to ourselves are very simple. If you are not a meditator because of time, because of the busyness of life, whatever your excuse is, simply pause. Simply pause for a moment before every sip of coffee or tea. Just pause. No thought, no activity, no music. Simply be in that moment. For it is in those moments of silence that the universe speaks to us. If you have problems praying, if you've done it before many times, and often there have been times when the prayers have not come true, and that has given an edge to the trust that they always come true. Don't feel guilty. Just know that is a reason that you have for not doing something. What if you were just simply to say thank you before every meal? Thank you for every bite of food that nourishes my body, keeps my brain working, allows me to sit upright or to stand or to relax. Journaling is always another way to simply allow what's in your mind and in your head to be written, to be able for you to see it. And as you see it from the writing that you do, know that that creates space within you where new ideas can come forward. Simply a letting go of and creating space for more. If that is too time consuming for you, think about other ways in which you can journal. Think about just being in your car and talking to yourself. Those are the best conversations you will ever have. For it's you talking to a higher self you. Trust yourself. Listen to yourself. If you have trouble manifesting, and you've tried it and it hasn't worked every time, remember that the manifester, the source of all creation, did not walk away from you. You simply chose not to feel worthy of what you have spoken, of what your hidden desire is. Never leave your life with your song unsung. Never leave your life with your book unwritten. Life is about yourself. Our life is a gift from God. And what we do with it is our gift back. Every day, we have the opportunity to begin, to be excited about the day. The opportunity to do your very best at whatever is before you now. The journey to real peace for self and community and the world is to begin where you are right now. Right now, and know that it expands itself into even greater and greater results. Peace is the will of God. And it's God's will. There is peace on earth right now. And as I claim it, as every person claims it, yes, there is peace on earth. And it all began with you. Flowing in that direction, knowing it is the natural direction. And that's what you are here for, is to be all that you came here to be. The world is waiting for you. The world needs you and the gifts that you carry within you. Life is wonderful and a gift. And how we use it is a gift back to the Creator. It is all good, and it is all God. And so it is.
Good morning. Welcome to Center for Spiritual Living Eugene. We are your joyful joy notes. I am Kathy Day.
Sue Otis.
And Sister V.
And we are here to lead you in some special songs. So please rise if you can.
Thank you.
Okay.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, with the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you be of good cheer. It's the most wonderful time of the year. There'll be parties for hosting, marshmallows for toasting, and caroling out in the snow. There'll be scary ghost stories and tales of the glories of Christmases long, long ago. It's the most wonderful time of the year. There'll be much mistletoeing and hearts will be glowing when loved ones are near. It's the most wonderful time. Yes, the most wonderful time. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Good job, everyone. Now, greet your neighbors. Say hello. I'm so glad you're here.
See that some more.
Yeah, a reprise. Now gently find your way back to your seats because we have another song in recognition of the good that we are.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I am. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I am. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
Please take this moment to silence your electronic devices. Yep. And welcome.
Good morning. Good morning. All right. So, just want to take a moment to welcome everyone. Thank you so much for our song leaders for all that beautiful music. Thank you to everyone at home for joining as well. We're going to have a great day today. So, I finally brought it up. Every single time I forget to bring up the little sign-up sheet to show you. So if you're new here, if any of your information's changed, we'd love to have it updated so we can stay in touch with you. We got a fantastic newsletter that Susan puts together every week. You don't want to miss it. This says to speak about the center from my heart and what I love about this place. Well, after the show I went to last night, decided to be truthful with y'all. I came here about 3.5 years ago. I lost my keys and I've been looking for them the whole time. So if you find them, Reverend Linda will finally release me. See, here we go. I didn't know how that one would land, so thank you for the laugh, even if it was a pity one. No, I'm just really glad to be here with y'all another Sunday. Thank you so much, and I hope you'll join us for the board meeting afterwards where we have some real fun. All right, and now I'm going to read one of our Global Visions Declaration of Principles. We envision a worldwide culture in which forgiveness, whether for errors, injustices, or debts, is the norm. So I invite y'all to reflect on that today and see how you can incorporate that idea into your lives. And now I would like to invite our practitioner of the day, our Reverend Trish, up as we sing We Are One.
We are one. We are one. I am you, you are me. We are one. And in this unity, we all live in harmony, and peace has come. For we are one. We all live in harmony, and peace has come. And peace has come, for we are one.
So I'd like to invite you to make yourself comfortable, and whatever that means for you, to bring yourself, body, mind, and spirit in this room, in this moment. For this is a moment that has never been before, nor will ever be again. Right here and right now, what I know is that there is a universe and a power and a presence that is a giver of all gifts. That as I make my statement into that universe, what I receive is exactly what I have stated. And so I have the ability to create a life exactly the way I choose it to be. I allow the words that I speak to know that they are the words and the truth of everyone within the sound of my voice and beyond. For the universe is a creator of all things seen and unseen. And as I step into the life that has been given to me as a magnificent, marvelous life experience, I recognize that I am here for a purpose. And that purpose is to discover what my gifts are, what my talents are, what my abilities are that I am here to share and to be an expression of. I am so excited to know that I can design and create and experience all of the things that my mind can conjure up, and even more. For the universe I live in, the universe I am connected to, the universe that has created me, has no limits. It's infinite. And I allow myself to step into it, to take all of the restrictions that I've had, to allow them just to drop off to the side and to know that I have chosen this next step on my journey. And I know that I am supported by a group of like-minded people in my community who feel and act and are on the same journey. I am ever grateful for the Center for Spiritual Living in Eugene. I am ever grateful for the opportunities to listen to the words that connect in my soul, to the music that touches every cell of my being, and for the words that flow over me, reminding me of what I truly am as an authentic spiritual being. I'm ready to step into that role. I am ready to be more of an expression of the divine than I have ever chosen before. And I know that everything I need to do that, to accomplish that as my end, is already given to me. That I have everything I need to be exactly more and more of who I am, an expression, and to be totally fine with that expression. Grateful for this opportunity to be together and to sit beside people and to smile at them and to hear them as we share our journeys together. It is a marvelous journey and is one we have designed for ourselves. Let these words go into your heart. Let these words bypass anything that you feel may be stopping you or telling you different. For the truth is, you are a priceless, amazing, one-of-a-kind creation. Accepting this in gratitude, I allow these words to go to the heavens, to go around everywhere in this space, in this world, within me, in every cell in my body. And I know that as I accept it as so, it is so, and so it is.
I've returned. Okay, so I am going to lead y'all through our December affirmation. I'm going to do it once, and then you can do it along with me if you choose. If you don't want to, that's fine. You can sit there and glare at me the whole time. All right. I live in spirit, and spirit lives in me. The elements of earth, air, fire, and water support me in all of my life, creating good wherever I go. My life is filled with love and grace. Your turn. All right. I live in spirit, and spirit lives in me. The elements of earth, air, fire, and water support me in all of my life, creating good wherever I go. My life is filled with love and grace. Great job. That's right. All right. And I'm really excited to hear Reverend Linda's talk today about flowing ground, and excited to have Dwayne Day as our guest musician for the day. Thank you so much. Let's have at it.
Thank you, Astrid. Okay, so Reverend Linda told me that this month was going to be Earth, Wind, Fire, or Earth, Air, Fire, and Water, and that this was the Water Week. So, okay, well, what's a good song? We're on, right? What's a good song about water that I might do? And I remember that Daniel Nahmod has an album called Water, and I thought, well, maybe there's something on that would be good and speak to this time we're in. And it just so happens that the title track, it just was right where I kind of needed to hear these days. It's like talks to a thing I'm fighting and going through it myself. So hoping that it says something cool for you, and I'm very happy to be singing with Matt and Mo today. So here we go. I've seen my share of struggle when I thought that I knew best, when I sailed through a storm instead of stopping to rest. And it always seems the hardest when I make up my stubborn mind. Well, I'm changing my ways this time. I want to be like water coming down a mountain into shadowy canyons, flowing from pool to stream. Want to be like water, head uphill no more. I am bound for the sea. Have you ever seen an eagle head straight into the wind? He doesn't pick a fight, spreads his wings and just gives in. And in the end he always makes it home just fine. I guess he knows that every storm subsides. I want to be like water coming down a mountain into shadowy canyons, flowing from pool to stream. Want to be like water, head uphill no more. I am bound for the sea. I'll let nature take its course. No more thinking that I know where this river's meant to go. I have railed against the stars for the cards that I've been dealt, for the lottery I've never won, for the heartache that I've felt. But it always seems I let go, expectation and regret. Life has plenty of surprises for me yet. I want to be like water coming down a mountain into shadowy canyons, flowing from pool to stream. I want to be like water, head uphill no more. I am bound for the sea. I want to be like water coming down a mountain into shadowy canyons, flowing from pool to stream. Want to be like water, I'm uphill no more. I am bound for the sea. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks, Matt and Mo.
It's a time to open our minds and our hearts. Prepare for our short meditation before our talk. I am opening. I am opening. My heart is ready to receive. I am opening. I am opening. My heart is to receive. I am opening. I am opening. My heart is ready to receive. I am opening. I am opening. My heart is ready to receive.
Breathing in and breathing out. I bring myself into this moment, right here, right now. I am. And for this, I give great thanks. I give thanks for the chair in which I sit, for the ground on which the chair rests, for the earth which holds it all together, and for the sky which holds the earth. All of this conspires to bring me to this now moment, right here. And so I stop and I breathe. And I allow myself to experience the truth that I am a spiritual being having a human experience, and that everything is sacred. Grateful for the beauty of this world, grateful for the health of my body, grateful for my community, grateful for life. I let go and I let God be God in me. And so it is. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Dwayne, for the beautiful music. That, when you chose that, I thought, oh, perfect, perfect, perfect song. Thank you for the selection and your rendition of it. And thank you, Stephanie, for the extra shiny stuff we've got this week. Yeah. Yes, she is amazing. Has a vision and an image, and it picks up everywhere. This is the middle of December. Beware the Ides of March, beware the Ides of December. I don't, but it's the third Sunday. There will be 5 Sundays this month. So this is just the linchpin middle of the month. And we're exploring, like I've explained it a couple of times, when I got the theme for the month, it's sticking the landing, and I'm going, ooh, because in an airplane, you really don't want to stick the landing. That would not be a good thing to do. But if you are a gymnast, that's what you need to do, because I don't care how many exquisitely beautiful twists and twirls and spins you do in the air. If you land flat on your back or your face, it wasn't a good jump. It wasn't a good performance. So it is sticking the landing that makes it all complete and perfect. And so this is about finishing the year, heads up, face up, ready to go with what we have learned in this year. We started out standing on solid air, which basically is about living in faith, living in trust, living in the knowing that everything is there to support us. Then we moved last week to Hearts Ablaze, which was about bringing our passion. That the passion that we have, the love that we have, the feelings that we have, the emotions that we have are the juice that create the experience we're looking for. And so what we're always trying to do is bring our best self, our passionate self, to what it is we're working towards, and that makes it so and makes it better. Okay, Facebook, social media. Nothing is good or bad, but thinking makes it so, okay? Facebook can be a real pain. Facebook can be ugly and awful, and it can be beautiful and amazing. I have many, many friends that's the only way I am able to connect with them now. None of us are traveling that much, and it's the only way I know what's going on in their lives, and I love seeing those things. And then every now and again, I get a piece of information that's just like, wow. And I did some background checking on this, so this wasn't just a, one of those memes that's supposed to be helpful and is all fake. James Webb, who is the new telescope we have going on now, is the James Webb telescope. James Webb confirms there's something seriously wrong with the way we understand the universe. Science tells us this and this and this. Well, science isn't lying when it tells us stuff. It's telling us what it has figured out based on the evidence that it has. In a discovery, James Webb and Hubble Space Telescopes have confirmed that the universe is expanding at varying rates depending on the observation point, which challenges our current understanding of the cosmos and how it works. I knew time was going faster. I knew it was. But this discrepancy is known as the Hubble tension. It was first observed by the Hubble Space Telescope in 2019 and further confirmed by the James Webb Space Telescope in 2023, with recent combined efforts by both telescopes now eliminating any doubts about measurement errors. In other words, they've done enough cross-testing to discover that even though they got different results from different, there weren't errors in the testing. The testing was accurate with each thing. The Hubble tension arises from a conflict between the two ways of measuring the universe's expansion rate. One method looks at the early universe, relying on the cosmic microwave background, the ancient afterglow of the Big Bang, to calculate the expected expansion. So it's looking at what happened originally. We're looking back through light years into the time of when it happened originally, and we measure the expansion with that, and it comes out differently. The other method focuses on the more recent universe, utilizing telescopes to observe stars and galaxies. The problem is these two methods are yielding vastly different results. It's as if the universe has subtly changed its rules between its infancy and the present day. By observing over 1,000 Cepheid stars in galaxies up to 130 million light years away, the researchers have confirmed the reliability of Hubble's measurements across the cosmic distance ladder, thus ruling out measurement error as a cause for the Hubble tension and suggesting a profound mystery at the core of our understanding of the universe's expansion. Now you're sitting here going, okay, I came to the service this Sunday hoping for some spiritual upliftment and I get a science lesson? Well, I believe Dr. Holmes started the textbook with the line, "We all yearn for the day when science and religion walk hand in hand from the finite to the invisible." And that's what we're talking about. Even though we can measure it as being a specific way with one thing, and we measure it another way and we get a different measurement, it doesn't mean either measurement is necessarily wrong. I can say I've always done things this way. We've always done things that way. Bruce Hornsby, that's just the way it is. Some things will never change, and yet they do. And yet they do. Things change. That is the nature of the universe. Change. It is not sticky, stolid, soggy, it's not that. So what it calls to mind is then, how do I measure my world? What is solid? What's not? What's real? What's not? What is the way it's always been and will never change? What is going on? If I think about the fact that this is a solid thing here. I put my hand down, my hand stops on top of it, it stings a little bit because I slapped it hard. It's there. And yet, when we look at it through a scientific standpoint, I am just energy vibrating, and this is energy vibrating, and the thing that stops my hand is that we're vibrating at different levels. This vibration is denser than my vibration, and so it stops me. But it started out as just an idea. Way back when somebody decided they wanted to make this thing, and they had an idea of what it would look like, and they cut it in pieces and they created it, and it became a thing that I can experience. Dr. Holmes says our thoughts are things, which mean that things are just thought in form. It makes it feel a little more fluid. It's not quite as solid as it looks and feels on the surface. If thoughts are things, if my thoughts create the things of my life, the things of my life can be transformed by my thoughts. The things can transform my thoughts, and my thoughts can transform the things. It's a reciprocal dance I am doing. If I wake up in the morning, and I thank you, Dwayne, for bringing up, many of us are in places right now where we are, and if I keep thinking worst case scenario with a lot of passion, like last week, we talked about passion. If I keep thinking worst case scenario with a lot of passion, the energy of the universe attempts to replicate what I am thinking and the level of passion that I have. So if I keep thinking how awful it is, somehow the energy of the universe says, oh, she wants more of that. Yeah. No, yeah. So the idea is to change and shift the level of my thinking, to change the things I'm focused on, to change the way I think about them, to change all of that, because as we discovered, change kind of is the way things work. Dr. Holmes, Ernest Holmes, founded this teaching, this philosophy, almost 100 years ago. And he began studying it over 100 years ago, but it didn't become a thing. The idea didn't take shape until about the 1920s. But he spoke about a world in which people are for something and against nothing. So instead of thinking really clearly and passionately about what I'm against, if I would think really clearly and passionately about what I'm for, I would draw more of that to me. I want to read you a couple of quotes, one from Dr. Holmes, which I just love. It's early in the textbook. It's page 53, I think the third paragraph. Yeah, the third paragraph. In dealing with this subtle power, we are dealing with a fluent force, meaning a movable, shifting, changing force. It is forever taking form and forever abandoning the form which it has taken. God is forever taking shape and forever letting go of the shape that it has taken. It is said that virtually every single one of us at some point in time has cancer cells in our body, but not always does the cancer take shape. They will be there and then they will die away of natural accord. They will disappear. And then others take shape, go solid. There's a story Deepak Chopra tells of a fellow who was in really good health, and he was getting ready to retire, and as he retired, he took advantage of his insurance and got a full physical. And in the physical, they discovered a tiny, tiny, tiny little spot on his lung. And they did a biopsy on it and discovered it was cancer, and 6 weeks later, he was dead. He had a belief that if I ever get cancer, I will die. There was a doctor who was curious and went back to an old chest x-ray from 5 years before. The spot had been there all that time and never grown. But his thought took form, and his belief became his experience. If he had never found the spot, if they had never diagnosed it, who knows how many years he would have lived, because it wasn't aggressively growing until he knew he had it. What we think about with passion becomes our experience. And then like I said, I've given up saying my favorite Emerson quote because there are so many of them. But here's a really good one by Ralph Waldo Emerson from his essay Circles. There are no fixtures in nature. The universe is fluid and volatile. Permanence is but a word of degrees. Remember, we're always talking about spectrum. We're somewhere on the spectrum. Permanence is a word of degrees. Our world, seen by God, is a transparent law, not a mass of facts. The law dissolves the facts and holds it fluid. My thoughts become things, and things are simply thoughts in form. Just because something is doesn't mean it can't stop being that. We can shift our thoughts and shift our experience. We can shift our thoughts and shift the way we look at that. We want to imagine what could be. I want to say this again if I said it before, because when Dr. Holmes, at the end of his life, he gave a talk called Sermon by the Sea, and in it he spoke of a world in which people were for something, everybody was for something and against nothing. If we would just focus on what we were for, if everybody found what they were for and began working towards that. This is not acquiescence. It's not saying, oh, well, that happened and we're stuck with what we've got and we can't do anything about it, so we just might as well roll up in a little ball and die. That is not what it's saying. It's saying it's about imagining what could be. Instead of this, what could be happening? What is the thing that I desire? Buckminster Fuller said over and over again, we do not change the world by stopping what is, but by creating something so much better that this just collapses of its own accord. When we focus on what is good and wonderful and true, God is not dead, nor does he sleep, for faith is strong and mocks the wrong shall fail, the right prevail, with peace on earth, goodwill towards men. The wrong shall fail, the right prevail, with peace on earth, goodwill towards men. But we're singing the verse, for hate is strong and mocks the song of peace on earth. We're busy singing that verse, and we need to start singing, the wrong shall fail, the right prevail. That's where we need to place our focus. We need to move as Longfellow did from one verse to the next. I just found out, I did not know that, I've known that carol for years, but I didn't know it was a Longfellow poem. And the background of it is amazing. His wife died at Christmas time. Her dress caught fire, and he was trying to beat out the flames, and he got burned so badly he couldn't even go to her funeral. And then a year later at Christmas, his son was in the Civil War and was badly injured and sent home. And there's nothing about, but finally, like 4 years later, he sat down and wrote the poem, I Heard the Bells on Christmas Day. And basically said, there is peace on earth. The wrong shall fail, the right prevail. With peace on earth, goodwill towards men. And I am, when I say wrong and right, there is no such thing. Jenna's son beautifully said, nothing is wrong or right, but the way we look at it, the way we talk about it. But I love this by Dr. Holmes. It's from his book, Can We Talk to God? And if we seek to combat evil, we should be careful that we do not make the evil real. If we seek to combat evil, we should be careful that we do not make the evil real. Because by thinking about it and focusing on it and fighting it, we give it power. There is a place in the mind which intuitively knows that good overcomes evil, and there is a place which knows there is no evil to overcome. Because if God is all there is, there can't be evil. Our argument then is between the experience of evil and a solid conviction that good is the only reality. When I am focused on what I would like more of, more please, more please, more please, when I'm focused on that, that's when I discover what's possible in my world, and I can grow it, and that the universe, the energy that is around me is drawn to that, and it's fabulous, and it's beautiful. But we are called here to examine what we believe is true about the world and our fellow humans. What do I believe is the truth? What have I been telling myself is the truth? That's just the way it is. Some things will never change. Or anything is possible. I wonder what happened to them to make them so angry. I wonder what happened to them to make them so sad. I wonder, I wonder, I wonder. I'm not judging. I'm just stepping back in wonder. Because what we are thinking is what we are creating our world from. If I think you're awful, if I think you're mean, if I think you're stupid, if I think whole class of people is wrong, I am saying we're not all one. I am saying there is no connective tissue here. I am saying something that isn't real. I'm telling myself a lie, and in telling myself that lie, I'm creating more of what it is I dislike. David Robinson, it is important to say no to what we don't want to continue. But no is just the starting point. Ernest invited us to be a people who are for something and against nothing. When we are for a new way of being, a new vision, we start building a new model, which makes the old way obsolete. Thank you, Bucky Fuller. That's what makes the old way obsolete, is creating a new way. And that new way is created through our thoughts, which become things, and things which are only thought in form. This thing that I am experiencing is a thought that has taken form. If I change my thoughts, I can change the form that it's taking. So what I would like us to look at, what appears to be solid is flowing. You know, there's an interesting parable about someone who walks on water and then swims on earth. The ground is flowing. You know, the steps into the earth and begins swimming through the dirt. It's the whole idea that nothing is as it always seems to be. Nothing is as it always has been. James Webb and the Hubble telescope and the Webb telescope are proving to us how two different things can be happening at the same time and appear to contradict one another, but they're actually happening. Things that we thought were solid aren't solid. Things that we thought were permanent aren't permanent. Everything is subject to change, and the way that it changes is through the way that I talk about it and think about it and experience it. I saw something that just hit me, English major in me. You know, person is a noun, action is a verb, but we're not nouns. We're verbs. We are constantly moving, changing experiences of life. We need to begin acting like verbs. Remember that we are verbs. Remember that nothing about us is solid or stuck in any one place. So it's about directing the flow of my life into the direction that I want it to be. So I have two questions for you today. This is your, as you remember, something amazingly good is happening in my world today, and I've had a couple of amazingly good things happen in the last couple of days, so I'm hoping that many of you have as well. And what we're going to work on this week is, what is a good that I can name for myself? What good would I like to see happen for myself in the coming week, in the coming year? What good can I name for myself? And then, what is a good that I can name for the world? What good can I name for myself? What good can I name for my world? And then bring my passion and my joy and my love to those things. You guys are good. You'll be able to do this with no problem whatsoever. Thank you. I'd like to call the song leaders forward. And the ushers. Do we have two ushers today? Oh. All right. We have the opportunity as we give of ourselves and of our good to increase the abundance of this community, to allow us to do more things. We've been through some tight months, we've been through some tight experiences lately, and we're going to be making a couple of changes after the first of the year that I'm not real happy with, but we're going to be making them. And so as we give, we can get rid of these things I don't want us to be doing, okay? So the more you give, the less I complain. Yeah. So if you would take your gift, whether you're giving today or no. Oh, could you hand me my gift, please? I forgot to bring it up. I set it out there so I would remember to bring it up, and I left it sitting right there. Okay. Okay, I bless this gift,
I bless this gift,
knowing it is the circulation of divine good,
knowing it's the circulation of divine good,
and it comes back to me,
and it comes back to me,
pressed down,
pressed down,
overflowing, and multiplied.
and multiplied. Everything in this world goes around, flowing with abundance, it knows no bounds. Giving and receiving, we circulate the love with gratitude and knowing there's always enough. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks with this offering. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks for everything. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks with this offering. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks for everything.
And we give thanks because we have one more song, beautiful song, by Dwayne Day.
Just in case. Alrighty, so this song is a song that I wrote, and many of you have heard it before, one or more times maybe, but I have never done it with other people before. I have never done it and not played before, so I thought it would be fun to try it this way. And at the end, if you'll sing along with me, that'll help us finish it up right. Okay? All right, here we go. I believe in a God of pure love, one perfect source we are all part of. No angry tyrant far above. That's not God's way at all. Why would perfection want us to fear? That's not the reason that we are here. Open your heart and it becomes so clear, the smile on the face of God. So many ways that smile is expressed, in all the wonders that I love the best, the moments of beauty with which I'm blessed. They fill my heart with awe. I look up and I see an egret in flight. Watch dewdrops sparkle in the morning light, and I perceive to my delight the smile on the face of God. We are born with a will that's free into a world of possibilities. As I believe, so life proceeds for me. It's true for everyone.
Giving.
We all live in one holy embrace. Every member of the human race. Manifestations of amazing grace. The smiles on the face of God. We are born with a will that's free into a world of possibilities. As I believe, so life proceeds for me. It's true for everyone. It's true for everyone. We all live in one holy embrace. Throughout all time and in every space, one love radiates from every face. Its light brighter than the sun. And as you manifest amazing grace, so you will come to see that your own life must be a smile on the face of God. So here's the part you can sing with me if you want, okay? Here we go. I am a smile on the face of God. I am a smile on the face of God. Sing this with me now. I am a smile on the face of God. I am a smile on the face of God. Now I am a smile.
I am a smile on the face of God.
On the face of God.
I am a smile on the face of God.
Yes, I am a smile.
I am a smile on the face of
On
God.
the face of God.
I am a smile on the face of God.
I am a smile.
I am a smile on the face of God.
On the face of God.
I am a smile on the face of God.
And we are all
I
smiles.
am a smile on the face of God.
On the face of God.
I am a smile
on the face of God. And so we are. Thank you so much, Matt and Mo. I really appreciate it.
Ah. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you all for singing along. So, announcements. The main reason you're all here, just to hear what's going to be happening next, you know? Today, after, there you go. I need a practitioner to lead the discussion group. Are you able? Oh, no, you're in the board meeting. Reverend Trish, would you be able to lead the discussion group today? Thank you so much, because Radiant would normally do that today, and she's not here. So there is a discussion group at 11:45 in the, there. The men's coffee, the mystery of the men's coffee has been solved. It is in the eatery upstairs. You buy your coffee downstairs, but you go upstairs to the eatery where the guys are all hanging out. Soup for the Soul will not be meeting this week. Soup for the Soul will not be meeting this week. I will be in California. They took a vote. They want to just not have it this week, and then we'll meet the day after Christmas. I will be back, and I will have special soup, and we're going to discuss forgiveness. Ooh. The grief support group is Thursdays at 1:30 in the meditation room. It will be happening this week. December 21, Kathy and Dwayne will be leading the Taizé gathering at 2 p.m. on Saturday, this coming Saturday. Celebrate the solstice. That we've got curtains, and I'll show you where the curtains are so they can be put up, so it will be dark in here so we have a candlelit service. And Astrid has a message or two for you, so.
I promise I'll keep it under 3 hours. No. So, great news. Hi. She really would tackle me. We've currently raised $5,800, which is pretty cool. Really helpful. Y'all may have noticed there's a few things that we like to do around here. Obviously, we got some of the things up here listed of what we'll be doing with those funds. You know, we are going into our 55th year as a community here, and buildings require maintenance. So we're looking forward to the next 55 years by also trying to raise $10,000 through this fund. I want to say, when we were at the annual meeting here, I told y'all that our goal was $5,000. Well, we surpassed that pretty quickly, and the old fundraiser in me reminded me, when you hit the goal, you raise it. So, because there's always things that we can use the extra funds for to get us back to where we all want to be. So, really appreciate all the work and all the giving that's happened so far. Literally every single dollar helps us move forward and build as a community. And so we really appreciate everything that y'all have done to keep this community going for 55 years as we look forward to the next 55. And also, if anybody wants to pull out their checkbook and write us a nice little check, I would not be upset with you. So, thank you. We appreciate it. And you'll be hearing from me.
Thank you. And I wanted to also let people know that Astrid is cooking a dinner for anyone who gives $100 or more. Astrid is cooking a lasagna dinner here at the center for anyone who gives $100 or more to the thing. There is a payoff. So you know there is.
I tested the sauce last night and it was amazing. Delicious. So come on, y'all.
We're still doing the trash recycle bottles for money. We got a check this week for $250. So that's that. They pay it quarterly, and so we got that. So it adds up, people. So keep drinking them sodas and water bottles and whatever else. And there are still piggy banks around to take your change, and we're still working on the peace poll. We get the link to picking the languages. So check your newsletter for the link to pick the languages, and we will get that taken care of. Kathy's project, the Share the Warmth, the socks, coats, gloves, and hats, new or gently used. We're now accepting donations, and they're going to 3 different places in the community that help people who are unhoused or don't have warm clothing. So please continue to be part of this. This is next Saturday is the 3rd Saturday of the month, and 4:30 in the social hall will be the Death Cafe with Karuna, and then at 6:30 or 6 o'clock in the social hall, or in here, is the shamanic drumming, and that is a very special thing as well. First Saturday of January, that is the 4th, I believe. Kathy Day will be doing a vision board collage workshop at 11 a.m. So if you would like to plan out your year or envision your year, be here the first Saturday. We will have a sign-up sheet in the newsletter so that you can sign up for that and be part of it. And she has all the supplies. You just need to bring yourself and your $20. So sign up for that. January 5th is Invite a Friend Sunday. It's Potluck Sunday. It's our first Sunday of the new year, and we would like to invite a friend. So think about bringing a friend, well, anytime you want, but for sure, the first Sunday. And then bingo will be back on the 11th. And then Reverend Liz, starting January 15th, is going to be doing the 8-week class, The Power of Your Word. It is a class on how to do spiritual mind treatment and prayer and that sort of thing. So if you are interested in learning more about that, you can do that. It's Wednesdays at 11 a.m. It's about a 2-hour class. Sometimes might go to 2.5, but it's a good class and it's worth having, and you can enroll online. That's in the newsletter. The soup cookbook is still available, and thank you, Ellen and her friend, for all the beautiful artwork. Oh, and check out the bookstore. And Reverend Trish, would you come up and talk to people about practitioners, please?
Yes. So I don't see any faces that I haven't seen here before. So when I mention the word practitioner, I think you all have a good idea what that might be. It's really people who have gone to extensive studies to really not only learn from the head up and collect the knowledge of this teaching, but also to have experienced it enough to be wanting to dedicate part of their life to sharing it with others and helping others who sometimes we go off the path, we forget about things. Sometimes we're here, that when that emotion comes in, it's like you kind of blank out about what really is the truth about who you are. Practitioners are here to remind you of that truth and to remember that that's really who you are, that you're a spiritual being having a human experience. So always allow yourself to have the human experience, but give it a time limit. Go, okay, I'm feeling miserable today. I'm going to give you an hour and a half, and then that's it. You're gone. And I want to tell you that really works because I use it a lot when I get frustrated. So I'm going to ask the practitioners to stand, and they can be reached by email to the center in person. Our numbers are listed in our newsletter. We're always available, and this is a gift that the practitioners give you on a Sunday. And for your birthday, it's a gift we give you. All right. Kathy Day, Susan Cochran, and Linda Finley, and myself. We will be standing at either of the windows, and I will be up here in front. If anybody would like a 1-minute miracle, tell me what you want, and then stop talking. Then it's my turn, okay? So let's rise and join hands for our closing song.
Said it's all right. Said it's all right. Said it's all right. Have a good time. 'Cause it's all right. Oh, it's all right. Listen to the beat and kind of pat your feet. You got soul, everybody knows that it's alright. Oh, it's alright. Now when you wake up early in the morning, feeling sad like so many of us do, just hum a little soul and make life your goal, and surely something's got to come to you. Says it's alright. Said it's alright. Said it's alright. Have a good time. Said it's alright. Oh, it's alright.
If you choose, please repeat after me. I'm all right.
I'm all right.
You're all right.
You're all right.
It's all right.
It's all right.
Oh, would you have time to take